TIFU by not looking inside my straw before I used it. I've never been so disgusted in my life until an hour ago, I think. I don't even want to get another drink. I had just poured some ice into a cup. Root beer next. And I reached in the drawer my mother keeps her reusable straws since I felt a bit quirky and wanted to use one. I didn't think to check inside it. She uses a straw cleaner to wash them, so it didn't even cross my mind it might be dirty. I put the straw in my drink and leaned against the sink, not expecting a horrible, grotesque experience to come next. I attempted to drink out of the straw, but none of the delicious root beer came through. But I had ice in it, so I figured a small piece of ice had stopped the straw. I sucked it through the straw. Under the influence, a piece of crunchy ice will hit my tongue. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a cold, crunchy little ice chip. Instead, a horrible, thick, rubbery, fat little object fell into my mouth. When it sat on my tongue, I tasted a strange, tangy-ish flavor. I was mortified. My life flashed before my eyes. I was facing the sink and immediately spit it out as I gagged. I expected it to be whatever old substance was drinking through the straw last. No. It was worse. What came from that straw violated my mouth before being evicted. Was a larva or worm of sorts. A little demon, if you will. I was absolutely dumbfounded looking at this strange hell creature move in the sink. I was frozen in digest before my stomach finally registered what happened. I would say I had some revenge on the beast when I vomited the broccoli cheddar soup I had previously on it, but the horrific thing probably enjoyed it. I washed the puke and the bug away and down the sink, along with my dignity. I'm no longer the same person I was this morning. I've met hell firsthand. TLDR. I didn't check my straw before using it and got mouth assaulted by a larva, worm hiding in the straw. Absolutely not. Loudly crying, I would have expired on the spot. I always kept an insulated cup of water on my nightstand with a lid and reusable straw. I'd take a few sips during the night as I tossed and turned, and finish it in the morning once I was up. I've done this for years. Decades even. One morning, it was still dark, and I took a sip. Something hard went into my mouth. I immediately spit it onto the floor. It was an earwig. I never recovered. I always check straws at home, and run water through them even if they're supposed to be clean. My deepest sympathies to you. What an awful experience. Once I was eating a piece of broccoli from a prepackaged veggie tray, and it tasted funny. So I took a look and it was full of tiny dead spiders. Couldn't eat broccoli for years. Nauseated face. Had something similar to this at a Checkers. I ordered a strawberry milkshake. Drank all of it after my meal. And then for some reason I looked into the cup. Entire bottom was filled with ants. I'm not talking just one but like 50 of those little bastards in the bottom of my milkshake. Surprisingly, I didn't throw up, but I never went back to that Checkers again. And this is why I use clear glass reusable straws. I literally had to keep myself from vomiting just reading that. I'm so sorry. I didn't check a coffee filter. When I changed it the following morning, I noticed a dead, completely beat up spider in the old grounds. I just threw it out and tried to forget that I drank spider coffee the previous morning. Yep. One time there was an earwig in one of my reusable straws. I bit it in half before spitting it out. Reusable straws are great. I carry one everywhere and use them exclusively at home, but you gotta clean those bastards. Grimace. When I was like 78, I got a plastic, open-top cup from our counter to fill with water. And it had a built-in straw around the sides. Didn't think to check the cup. Just filled it. Once I was done, had a surprise stuck at the bottom. Roach. Nauseated face. I should have known better. IDK if it was dead or alive, but yeah. Never really recovered from that other than always checking cups now. Weary. Yup. I just gagged. Nauseated face. Wish I could unread that. Tears of joy. This brought up memories of a fairly disgusting tale. Although I seriously doubt this could happen these days. As a kid, my dad was a department manager in a large supermarket chain. He was always bringing stuff home that sales reps had given him. Packets and samples of new products, I guess. And one time he brought a whole box of packets of crisps. Chips to our American friend's slightly smiling face. One day I opened a packet and ate a couple of crisps before feeling something a bit odd in the packet, and upon looking in saw the body of a mouse that had been sealed inside the bag. This was almost 50 years, so I'm sure things will have improved since then. At least I hope so. Face with diagonal mouth. And here I thought my mom was the only one with a crazy straw story. My mom has a water cup and she leaves it out overnight all the time. It's water. After all, one morning she goes and takes a drink, realizes something is in it, and then before she can spit it out it bit her tongue. It was an earwig. New phobia unlocked. Sad face. This is really weird. Usually big larvae come from big flies and they only lay eggs on rotting meat. The eggs are small and the new larva is small as well. For it to become big it has to eat. Naturally. And what would a larva eat on a clean straw? Is this true? Maybe not. Or maybe someone left a surprise for you. As someone that literally just drank root beer with a straw, I am horrified. New fear unlocked. You paint with words, my friend. My thermoses snap closed and I have a cover for my mug to avoid bugs getting into the things I drink out of. For some reason, I get a lot of baby spiders dangling down from the ceiling above my desk. I've caught one landing near my food and drinks more times than I can recall. Honestly, I'd rather not know if I've drank one on accident already. I've had this happen, but it was a small spider. Didn't help my arachnophobia in the slightest. I keep a sports bottle of water by my bed. Those ones with the straw that reaches to the bottom of the bottle and a little folding mouthpiece. One night, woke up thirsty, took a swig and felt something hard in my mouth. Reflexes took over and I just spat water out onto the pillow. Switched on the light in time to see an earwig run off the side of the bed. I always close the mouthpiece down now.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.